We are happy to welcome to our show Tammy Wynette and George Jones, an act we've tried to get on this show for a long time together. Tammy, you're here for the second time, aren't you?
Yes, I did the show about a year ago.
We're happy to have you back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
George, it's certainly a pleasure to have you.
Well, I tell you, Ralph, I've been trying to get up early enough to get out here on your show for ages, and I'm very happy to be here.
What was the story you were just telling me about the way they did Tammy on Hee Haw?
Well, they sneaked in a little funny on her. She was supposed to do what do you call it? Salute to Etowah County, where Tammy was from.
That's in Mississippi.
And she said she wasn't going to do any comedy bits, you know. She was just going to sing. That was all. Well, when we got out there to film the show, well, they pulled it on her. They asked her to do it. And she had a little disgusted look on their face, which they filmed, you know, and
now, you weren't aware of this, were you, Tammy?
No, I didn't know they was actually filming it. I thought they'd just given me a chance to run through it, you know, but they took it.
So what happened?
It was awful. I'm not a comedian.
Well, now, after they do that, do they ask for your permission to show it?
No.
They don't?
They just told me they were going to show it.
Is this where they salute the small town?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she said, I'm from Etowah County. We want to salute Etowah County. Population about 800, and I said scattered. And that didn't go over too good with Tammy.
Tammy, you and George, I don't know whether you have been cited for it or not, but you have done an awful lot of charity work I've been hearing about lately. Don't you do about one charity show a month?
We have for about the past 6 months. We've done quite a few charities. But we enjoy it.
I'm sure you must be called upon to do an awful lot of them.
We are. I wish we could do more than what we do, but there's
How
just
do
no
you pick the one
way.
you're going to do?
Well, a lot of them have a special meaning to us. Like I did one for my hometown. And
which is what?
Well, I was actually born in Mississippi, but the nearest town was in Alabama. So
Is it Red Bay?
Red Bay, yes. The schoolhouse burned last year, and we did a benefit for them to help rebuild back the school.
George, you had to do one of these shows the other day by yourself, didn't you? Like Tammy was under the weather.
Yeah, we did a benefit show for the crippled children, I believe it is.
The
retarded children, right.
Where was this?
And this was in Montgomery, Alabama. And it was for a real good cause. It had some other fine talent on the show.
I think right here we'll go on into a song. And Tammy, you might tell me about your newest record.
Well, it's another Cheryl and Sutton song. It was written actually for an album that we had planned on putting out called Kids Say the Darndest Things.
Who are Cheryl and Sutton? You know, on the last time you were here, we established finally who Billy was. You kept saying Billy this and Billy that.
Billy Sherrill is my A&R man, and Glenn Sutton is a producer for Epic also, and the husband of Lynn Anderson.
Okay, and they wrote this song.
Right.
Okay, here we go. George Jones is one of my guests who's never been here, so George, I'll concentrate on some things I don't know about you. I heard one time you were in the United States Marine Corps.
Yes, that was back around November of 51. I enlisted, Ralph, and spent a couple of years. Came out in November 53.
Were you in Korea?
No, I was in during the Korean War, but fortunately I didn't have to go overseas.
Did you sing in the Marine Corps?
Oh, yeah, I'd go over the hill every once in a while and sneak out on the weekends. And you remember a fellow by the name of Cottonseed Clark?
Yes, I do.
He was in the radio business for quite a few years before he moved out to... In fact, he was on a local station in my hometown in Beaumont, Texas for years back when I was just a kid, and I didn't know this till later on. And Cottonseed Clark, he gave me he finally heard me sing. He put me on one night at... I done forgot the name of the places out there. I'll think of them in a few minutes, but he put me on stage one night and let me sing since I was in my uniform, and after that he gave me a job, wanted me to come back every Saturday night.
Did you have to go over the hill to sing?
Well, every other Saturday I had to. I had the duty every other weekend, and I had every other weekend off.
Tammy, you're laughing. There must be more to the story than I'm getting right here from George.
I think one Saturday he was supposed to get liberty if he'd donate some blood, and he thought he'd get to go out that night and sing, and he donated blood, and then he was too weak to get to go.
Well, I was doing fine till I walked back to the barracks from sick bay, and I got back to the barracks. I started feeling I was getting ready to take a shower, you know, and I was going to go on liberty and pick and grin a little bit. And I got the feeling so weak, I laid down on my bunk. Well, I was so weak, I tried to get up 2 or 3 times and couldn't. So that messed up my liberty, my free liberty.
So you couldn't sing that Saturday.
I didn't get to sing that night, no.
Do you have a regular job in a club?
Not really. Just with Cottonseed Clark during the time I was in the Marine Corps
That's
for the
what
2
I mean,
years.
though. While you were in the Marines, were you singing at a club when you'd go over the hill, or
Right.
when you'd go out on Saturday?
It was more or less what they call a ballroom. Like Tom T. Hall says, it's not a beer joint. It was more of a ballroom. Like people, they didn't have any tables and chairs out in California. They just had little benches around all the way around the building next to the walls.
Did this happen in California?
Right. And
where were you stationed?
I was stationed in Moffett Field. It was a Naval Air Station there at San Jose.
I see. Well, Tammy, would you introduce this brand new record? I did a show one time at George and Tammy's Park in Florida, and Charlie Pride showed up as a surprise guest and just wore the crowd out. In fact, you and Charlie did some songs together that day.
Yeah, I think we did.
Poor old Norris Wilson had to follow that.
Mm-hmm.
And Norro, he looked out there and he said, "Boy, they won't want to see me sing after that." You've given up the park, haven't you, George?
We just sold it, Ralph, and it just got to be too much for us to handle. We love the place, we love Florida, but it took too much of our time when we were off the road, and we just wound up there at the last not having any, time for ourselves at all.
What was the name of the park?
It was called the Old Plantation Country Music Park.
Well, here's the fellow who wowed him that Sunday, Mr. Charlie Pride. You're listening to the Ralph Emery Show with my guests Tammy Wynette and George Jones. And Tammy, we're delighted to have you back on this show. Hey, well, are you eating your fingernails or what? Huh?
No.
You feel all right?
I feel fine.
You quit smoking a while back, didn't you?
I quit for one day.
Is that the reason you're nervous?
I guess.
Huh?
Interviews always make me nervous.
I don't know what you do to her, Ralph, but you make her awful nervous.
Well, we all sitting here just comfortable. You know what's really funny about this? Before we started taping this show, which we do, we all sat around, had a nice conversation. Nobody got nervous. And then we started the tape machine, and you started twisting your fingers there, picking at your fingernails. Is that what it does to you?
It just makes me nervous. I don't mind a live show for people. The singing part doesn't bother me, but
I'll tell you something I read about you, and I want to see if this is accurate. That you said that you got nervous on live shows, and that's the reason you open with an up-tempo song to cover the nervousness.
That's true. I always do. I'm always nervous, and if I open with a slow song, I'm too shaky. My voice quivers.
So I presume you've opened with this song a lot.
I've opened with My Man some, yes.
We're going to play it now.
All right.
I want to ask you about a rumor I heard about you, I guess about a year ago.
Which one?
Huh?
Which one?
No, I really did. People would ask me, they'd come to me and they'd say, "Do you know anything about George Jones' health?" And I said, "Well, no, I guess he's all right." And rumors got started that you were about to die, that the doctors had told you had only so long to live. I heard that you had cancer. Folks, I'm just repeating rumors now. And I heard that you had emphysema. And so I heard so much, I wish you'd just straighten it out.
Well, I went in, like we all should do, more often and got a complete checkup, which wasn't really nowhere near that bad. I had just a little, what they call the fatty liver, and from my wild days that I used to have. And thank goodness I've straightened up.
Have you straightened up,
Considerably.
George?
Yes, considerably. And I quit my wild and woolly ways, like old Ben Colder said. And but actually, it was just a case of too much wildlife, and I had to quit all that. And now I'm back in tip-top shape. I had just a slight touch of emphysema, which I still smoke, and I need to try to quit.
The doctors tell you to quit?
Right. With Tammy and I, we tried to quit 2 or 3 times. I think the longest was about 3 months, and I gained about 40 pounds. And I don't know if you should die with emphysema or have a heart attack from overweight, So we've tried our best, though, and I've tried to slow down quite a bit. I used to smoke 3 or 4 packs a day, and I'm down to about a pack a day now. I try to hold it down.
3 or 4 packs a day?
Yes, sir.
And you have avoided lung cancer?
Well, as far as I know, I haven't had a checkup now in about a year. I should have went back long ago, and I'm fixing to go back in again.
You worry about him, Tammy?
I do worry about him. He does have a touch of emphysema. He didn't have. A lot of the reports said he had cirrhosis of the liver. He didn't.
Did
It
you
would
hear?
have been
Did all these rumors get back to you folks?
quite a few of them. The doctor
Yeah,
said
plus about 100,000 more, you know.
the doctor said it could have been cirrhosis of the liver if he didn't quit drinking, but if he quit drinking, that it wouldn't be. So he quit drinking, and he's been healthy and happy.
You really straightened old George out, did you? Changed
We
his hair?
straightened each other
Huh?
out.
Changed my whole life.